Một trường nội trú cấp 2 dành riêng cho nam. Huấn luyện viên là cựu vận động viên Olympic. Học phí lên đến 2,2 tỷ đồng mỗi năm. Đây là Cardigan Mountain School. Liệu đây có phải là bệ phóng vàng cho các chàng trai ưu tú? Tìm hiểu ngay trong tập 2 của Boarding Pass.
Hi everyone, I'm here at Cardigan Mountain School. Seeing is believing. I've been hearing that the boys here are very well-mannered and they're excellent students, so I can't wait to check this place out. Hey guys, I'm here to visit the school. Phoebe, nice to meet you.
I'm Bob.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tigger.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Cardigan.
Thank you.
So this is a junior boarding school and day school for grades 6 to 9. And we're in New Hampshire.
That's amazing. And I hear, we're standing at a very special place.
Indeed. We're standing at the point, and the reason why we call it a point because it's based on a peninsula, and the shape of a campus looks like the point.
So we're here to actually take you around campus, and this is the map for it.
Thank you. And this is a great building, by the way.
Yeah.
So this is Clark Morgan. Admissions is right there, and my dorm is literally right there.
So I can basically look at the map and follow you guys. Shall we start the tour?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go. Hey guys, this is an incredible space. What is it?
So we're actually here on Marion Field, and it's a field named based on Coach Marion.
Wow.
Yeah, and at the back of us is the McCusker Hall, which is the dorm that I live in, and it's facing Marion Field.
This building looks interesting.
Yes, so this is actually the Cardigan Commons where we all come together as one in the community and we all eat together.
Yeah, and below the Commons is the Haven where we hang out and play video games together.
You guys get to play video games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing a modern looking building on campus right here, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
So this is actually the newest academic space we have here at Cardigan.
So it's built for gates, innovative design, and applied engineering and arts.
Right, Chip, with so many boys on campus at an age where, it can be very challenging for parents, how do you take care of them? How do you build them up?
We have the advantage of being basically a fully residential community. 90% of our students live here, and almost all of the teachers also live on campus, primarily in the dorms, in apartments in the dorms along with the boys. And we have our 4 core values of compassion, integrity, respect, and courage. And we're able to reinforce those core values, which we believe we share with the families in a 24/7 environment. Obviously, we're a school, so academics come first, but we're really focused as well on the social emotional growth of the students, the personal growth of the students, and their safety and well-being.
Well, this is cool. What's happening in this class right now?
This is Gates Robotics, Gates Futuristics. We are one of the 3 robotics team we have at Cardigan. We are a member of 4, Ainsley, William, and Bob and I. We just finished building the robot last Sunday, sorry. And this is the competition field. We have 5 stakes in which we put rings in. There are different factors to getting points depending on how many rings we have on one stake, depending which one is the top. Or maybe where we put it on the corners where it says positive and negative, where the rings become negative or positive points. Halfway there, just not miss it. I can't see. Come on, work with me.
The Gates, it's the Charles C. Gates Invention and Innovation Program and Competition. We are one of 2 middle schools in the country that have the Gates program. It's really all about problem solving. The boys here come and they come up with an idea for some problem for which a product can make everyday life easier. We have a wonderful design shop, fully equipped with 3D printers, laser cutters, and then we're actually sitting in the workshop, which has plastic fabrication, all sorts of different things. They design their product, and then they come and they build a prototype. This is over the course of the year, so there are many revisions of the product, but it culminates with usually 5 judges coming to campus. The boys present the problem, the process that they went through to create the prototype, and then they demonstrate the prototype. They're judged on not just the product, but also their presentation skills, their marketing skills, and it's really designed to develop creativity and a sort of entrepreneurial spirit.
You also have a program called PEAKS. Tell us a little bit about the PEAKS program.
PEAKS stands for Personalized Education for the Acquisition of Knowledge and Skills. It's a class that every boy takes at every grade level. It's also the department through which boys can get individual help and support. The curriculum in PEAKS is very highly focused on what we call executive functioning skills, time management, organization, different types of study skills. The boys are exposed to different learning styles, and then they're helped to determine their own learning style and their strengths, their areas where they might need some support. And we want them to understand how they learn and then be good self-advocates. So when they go on to high school and college, where they need support, they know they're not afraid to ask for it and they know how to access it.
Hành trình du học bắt đầu từ ngôi trường dành riêng cho bạn. Với Finding School, bạn có thể tùy thích khám phá hơn 800 trường học tại 4 quốc gia bằng bộ lọc thông minh và chức năng so sánh đến 5 trường. Tìm trường theo địa điểm yêu thích với tính năng bản đồ trực quan. Finding School, tìm ngôi trường phù hợp theo chuẩn riêng của bạn.
Wow, I'm new here. Thanks for having me at your table during the mealtime. What normally happens at mealtime at Cardigan?
Well, first of all, welcome, and we're really psyched you're here. And lunch at Cardigan or any meal at Cardigan really is a time for us to come together in our community and sit in a family-style setting, be with one another, talk about the day, talk about what's going on after meals, or how their workload is going, or how things are going at home, what they're excited about. So it's really just an opportunity for us to mix the school together. The tables themselves, we switch table seatings every week. So each boy will sit at a table for 1 week, and then they'll be at another table. And so the tables will mix. And so it's a way for us to mix the school so everyone gets to know one another.
That's incredible. And I hear there's a sense of, development of fellowship at the table here at Cardigan. What does that mean? What does that look like?
I would say that part of the fellowship is sharing a meal together and everybody having a job to do. Like at every table, there's a waiter. So someone's job, they're an assigned waiter for that week. And then that person helps to take our dishes away and then brings the spray bottles so that we spray and wipe. And everybody pitches in because I think because everybody has to have a job at some point, they all understand that it's hard to do. And so it tends to help us help the other fellow. And
how does it feel to be, sitting right next to your teachers and, to adults here at school, guys?
It feels like a family style dinner and like lunch because it's like everyone can see each other and then it's like a family.
Yeah, just like Bob said, I think the idea of like being like one big family, everyone gets together, eats together, talks together.
I think it's rare that, especially in the U.S., but probably in a lot of places in the world where people are so busy now that having a chance to actually sit and have a meal together is a rare thing. And here at Cardigan, we do it 3 times a day. We do a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we come together. So we'll see these guys at breakfast. And we'll talk about what's going to happen today. And then tonight, we'll all be here at dinner, and we'll be talking about what happened today and what are you excited about and are you tired or And we might, they might have play practice afterwards, or music lessons, or a sports game or something. And so we just talk about that. And it's a great way for us to share experiences together. And I'm the head of school, and Cynthia, we run the school, but at the same time, we're just also, hungry, and it's a chance for us to catch up and see what's going on with each other.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So guys, what are some of your favorite moments at the dining table? What are some of your favorite dishes?
I think one of my favorite dishes is when we have the French fries, and another favorite dish is when we have the potato soup. It's really good.
I really enjoyed the Korean dinner we had the other day. I think it was very, very good, especially the japchae noodles.
One of the things that we really hope to do is to make sure that we're not only providing a lot of variety for the boys, but as the adults at the table, like, it's not uncommon for Cynthia to tell one of these boys to put some vegetables on their plate, or make sure they have fruit, or too much bacon, or something like that. But culturally, because we have so many boys from so many different parts of the world, we really work hard at trying to make sure that we get the right food. So, like, for example, the rice we get is special rice. I mean, we want to make sure we don't just get normal rice. We want to get rice that people want to eat. And we have kimchi at meals, and we've got, certain, like, one of my favorite meals is dumplings, when we have dumplings, because they make them, here. And I think, the kids really are psyched about that.
That's incredible. And, I think it really is a place where, these boys get adult attention, potentially even more so compared to if they were at home, right? And they're always on the move, they're always busy. I think that's a great, great sight to see.
Right.
My favorite tradition is sort of a combination of the sunrise climb, which takes place the first week of school, when it involves all the new students, the student leaders, and many of the faculty members. We get up really early in the morning, in the dark, travel over to Mount Cardigan, and climb the mountain in the dark to see the sun rise. As I said, those are the new students, so that's sort of the beginning of their Cardigan career. At the end of the 9th grade year, we do the same thing, except we go over at the end of the school year around dusk, climb the mountain, and watch the sun set. So that's the end of their Cardigan career. And that sunset climb tends to be an extremely emotional time for the boys, and it's nice to see, because this age boy will often try and hide emotions and that, but it all comes out during that time up on top of the mountain watching the sunset. There are other traditions that we play a sneaker game at the beginning of the school year with the entire school community. I've been here 18 years. I still don't quite understand the object of it, but the kids love it.
So I competed in the 2014 Olympics. I was on the U.S. ski team for 8 years. And when I retired, I wanted to work at a school that focused on a lot of different elements of developing a student athlete, not just ski racing. So I felt like Cardigan was a really good fit, where I got to know the students in a lot of different ways and helped in all areas of their life, not just in athletics, but was able to provide a really strong athletic experience that allowed them to pursue whatever aspirations they had. The extracurricular options at Cardigan vary from our sports offerings to, on Thursdays, we have clubs. So I'll start with our club offering. Every Thursday, instead of sports, we have different activities that the boys can try. In the fall, it can be hockey, it can be mountain bike trail building, it can be a chess club. It's all different things that maybe students haven't tried for the first time, but it's our way to have them have a day off from sports, but also try different activities. Our sports offerings, we have athletics Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We have a lot of activity, and those vary from soccer, football. I think we have about 16 teams in a season, and we have a team for everybody. So no matter what your skill level is, no matter what your ability is, whether you want to go play in college or you're doing it for the first time, we have a team that will fit your development and where you are as a student athlete. We are really fortunate where all of our extracurriculars are supported through these amazing facilities that allow our programming to really thrive and allow the athletes to get the most out of everything that they aspire to be and reach for. We have basketball courts, hockey rinks. We have really strong skiing in the area, and so we are on this beautiful campus that allows us to really utilize the woods and mountain bike trails, everything that we need to provide the student athletes the best experience possible. We're really fortunate to have that here on campus. We have a mountain bike race that we're hosting on campus, so we have the opportunity to compete against other high schools in the Lakes region. What's really cool for us is we are a junior boarding school, so we compete against other high schools in the area.
Hey Bob, what's happening here?
Just a mountain biking race I'll be about to attend.
All right, and how long have you been mountain biking, Bob?
I've been doing this for 3 years now.
So how popular is mountain biking here?
Pretty popular, like most people knows about it. And then everyone likes to ride their bikes, and then everyone likes mountain biking.
That's awesome. Now, tell me a bit about the trail. You know, how many rounds are you guys doing? How many miles?
We're doing 2 rounds, and then total is about 5 miles. Normally, and then there's A, B, and C groups. For the C group, we're doing 2, and then for A, B, they're going more miles.
Right, and how long is that going to take you, Bob?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Yep.
All right, well, the trail is nice. Are there any difficult parts of the trail at all for you?
Yeah, I think in the forest, it's sometimes slippery, but I think today the weather's really nice, the conditions are really nice, so it'll be nice.
Okay.
Damien Quinn, well done!
So I heard on top of the admissions office, there are dorm rooms, and it explains why I'm seeing there are students walking around. And so that is really surprising. And so I'd love to check out one of those dorm rooms, and I hear Tigger is in here. Tigger? Hello, hi. Can I come and visit your room and see what it's like?
Come on in.
Thank you so much. Wow, look at this. This is huge.
Yeah. So this is actually the biggest room on campus, and I got it because I'm the school leader.
Wow, that's great. And I'm seeing an amazing view over here.
Yes, so this actually overlooks the entire Marion Field. You know, McCusker's over there. Really amazing view. When in the morning, I would just like open the blinds, just stare at it for a while.
All right. And I'm seeing some, you know, some really good organization here. Tell me a bit about your own personal space.
Yeah, so here I sleep. Underneath my bed, there's some clothes. There's my storage, my snacks, my clothes. And this is where I study.
That's amazing. Thanks for showing me your room, Tigger.
Of course.
This is your common area.
Yes.
And it's where you guys sit. What do you guys do here?
Yeah, we normally play games in this area. We normally hang out during the weekends. And sometimes we watch football on the TV and on Sundays.
I heard you guys know everybody and their stories, like literally everybody on campus.
Yes. So in my 4 years here, I've been living in dorms, of course, and I could probably name every single person I've lived with, stories about them, you know, where they came from, yeah, all those stuff.
And how does it feel to be living also with dorm parents?
It feels really caring. Like if you have some problems, you can go talk to them, and they really care about you. It's really like a big family. Whenever you have a problem, you can just go find them, and they will help you at the most of their capabilities.
So you guys feel at home here?
Yes.
And does this feel like your living room?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So if you were to compare dorm life to living at home, how would you compare both experiences?
I think it will be really different, but also really similar because the loveliness of the family is the same. And what is different is you get to be with your family during the weekends, but you get to be with your friends here during the weekend, which is like another family member.
Mm-hmm. There's like a lot more people here, of course, but you know, it gives like the same vibe with, you know, dorm parents, friends. Yeah.
Right. So when you live together in a space like this, you know, how have you seen leadership within yourself or within other students that you meet here? Leadership, how is it being executed and communicated in this community?
One thing we do here in dorms is we partake in dorm jobs, and that rotates every week. And sometimes when I have like a lot of homework, you know, some of like the younger, some older, they would like volunteer to take out like do like my dorm job for me. So like if there's like popcorn on the floor and I'm supposed to like vacuum it up, sometimes they would just like do it for me because I have a lot of homework, and I'm like very grateful for that.
All right, so on school there's a Big Brothers program.
The community and support that exists within the dorms, we have 3 to 5 faculty members that live directly attached to the dorm. Each faculty member is on duty twice a week, so you really get to know each member of that dorm team, and we try really hard to make that dorm feel like a home to the students. So when they come back in the evenings, they're feeling like they're returning to a homey family environment, not necessarily a dorm room. We'll do dorm dinners, we'll do dorm activities. We spend a lot of times working with the students on what it means to be part of a community, how we work together, how we get along, how we create boundaries so that we all can feel comfortable and safe in that environment. And the faculty are in there really to facilitate that experience, and the upperclassmen and the 9th graders are in there to lead that charge and make sure the underclassmen are learning from them and then also following their lead. One of the ways that we develop community here is through the Big Brothers program. In the fall, the returning students, 8th and 9th graders, sign up to be a Big Brother to new students. And what that means is they'll be paired with a underclassman, a 6th and 7th grader, or one of the new students coming in, and they are kind of the student that looks out for them. They're teaching them what they learned as a new student the previous year. They're showing them empathy. They're trying to help guide them in advice as to this, you know, how to manage your time, how to communicate with adults, all different things that we really try to coach the kids here.
Yeah, are you guys Big Brother to anybody? And have you been influenced by Big Brothers yourselves?
Yeah, I am a Big Brother right now, but I also have been a younger brother, and I feel really helped when I was a younger brother on my first year. There was a lot of things I don't really know about, and since the Big Brother was in my dorm, so he could help me with academics and help me with a lot of things I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. So I am also a Big Brother this year. Used to be a younger brother in my 7th grade, 6th grade year. Yeah, I just feel like very fortunate that we have this program here at Cardigan, and that like I can like guide people almost to like the right direction and like show them what to do and stuff.
So what leadership positions do you guys hold on campus?
I am the school leader of Cardigan. Occasionally do speeches, but mostly I just
lead students.
Yes.
So how difficult was it to become a school leader?
It's a very challenging process. Yeah, lots of like voting and do write like applications and stuff. Yeah.
What about you, Bob?
I'm the JV mountain biking captain, and I feel like leading my team and in practices and serving my team and just seeing everyone smile on my team feels great. And then also helping with every teammate's problems, and truly say, at first I felt the responsibility, and I will do my best.
We have a leadership program, so every spring our 9th graders, our up-and-coming 9th graders, so our 8th graders are voted from everybody in the community on how they uphold our core values. Based on those core values, then they are placed in different leadership positions. Floor leaders is one of the strongest leadership positions that you could be placed into. And so what those 9th graders do is they really look out for everyone in their dorm. They're setting the expectation. They're also making sure that they're helping the underclassmen with things like homesickness, or, you know, how to communicate with your parents, how to balance your academics, because everything really surrounds it, how things are happening in the dorm. That's where a kid is going to do their homework. That's where they're going to feel, stressed about an upcoming test. And so our 9th graders are really coached, the upperclassmen are really coached and the expectation is that they are supporting those underclassmen and teaching them what it means to be part of the Cardigan community. In these activities, in sports, we have captains of every team, and those captains are voted upon in the beginning of the year. One of the favorite things that we do here is a captain's council, so they're not just named a captain and in charge of leading that team, but every Thursday we meet as a captain's council, and the athletic director and I go over what that means, how that looks. We talk about problems they're having as a team or achievements they're having as a team, and we try to give guidance and mentorship on how to be a good captain and how to really lead that team. The really cool part about that is we have the varsity captains working with our lower level team captains. And so you're getting all different perspectives from all different age groups. And there's really powerful moments in there and a lot of learning that goes on that we hope will make them better leaders and carry on into their high school athletics.
If you were to describe the Cardigan community in 3 words, what would they be?
Probably caring, thoughtful, and compassionate.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Bob?
I'll say respectful, courageous, and integrity.
My 3 words to describe Cardigan would be caring, transformational, and then all-encompassing. Everything we do is to give the students the best experience and really care for them so they have that transformational experience where they come and when they leave, there are these confident, resilient young men that are ready to have an impact on society.
What an incredible trip here at Cardigan Mountain School. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and it's even more difficult to raise boys sometimes. And I can clearly see here at Cardigan Mountain, the boys are living at home. They are being taken care of as if they were family. They establish all of these friendships and long-lasting connections with adults. And in the process, they become mature boys. They also become disciplined, and they become really, really conscious and connected to nature. I think it's an incredible space at Cardigan Mountain. I'm so blessed to have been here.